All right, picking up my van right now. I got my spark plugs changed. I went to, who are you, man?
Rick Mahlmeister from blowoutsparkplug.com,
There you go.
El Cajon, California. And I've been doing these spark plug changes and repairs for the last 24 years. And I think I've done over 2,000 repairs, maybe 2,400. So I've pretty much come across every scenario there is. And your fan, my friend, was a little different. We pulled out the spark plug to do a spark plug change, and somebody had already put an insert into it, and it came out with the plug. And these don't work. So I was able to put my standard plug insert back into it and get him back on the road with a permanent repair that will last for a lifetime.
And the reason I went to this guy is because as a car guy, I was doing my research on these Ford Triton motors. My last van had the old 5.0. I wanted the V10. So one of the first things I found that was the common problem was spitting out spark plugs. And this guy right here, I found his website, and you've had lots of trips, right, man?
In 05 through 010, I traveled this country. I think I hit almost every state doing a spark plug repair. 3 times to Alaska, 2 times to Hawaii. Want to come to Hawaii and fix my spark plug? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I've done that many times. And I figured out what's going on is that the spark plugs from the factory is 14 pounds of torque on a tapered seat. And what happens is at 14 pounds of torque, they come loose. They usually back out about 1 to 1.5 threads, and then they'll cycle in the hole with every pop. And almost every customer says, I've been hearing an exhaust tick the last month. Yep, that was the plug coming loose, and that was the plug getting ready to fail. Had you heard that noise and touched your coils, the one that's dancing, that matches the pulse, that's the loose spark plug. You could have tightened it up and you'd be fixed. FYI.
So basically, if you hear like a kind of like an exhaust tick, a good thing to do is to check. Just put your hands on the coil.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And you can feel the pulse.
Okay.
Because the coils are supposed to be silent, meaning no movement at all. But when the pulse comes by the threads, it actually vibrates the spark plug and the coil above it, and you'll feel it in a pulse in your finger. And that's the one that's loose. If you were to just pull the coil off, tighten it up, you'd be golden forever. And then, of course, torque the rest of them to 28, 32 pounds of torque. And I've seen that torque value there, they don't come back out. And so far, 2,400 repairs later, not one come back. So I can toot my own horn.
So you're the greatest spark plug.
I think I've
fixer.
done more spark plugs in the country than anybody else in the country.
So when it blows up, so why are people willing to fly you?
Back in the 05 and 07,
Yeah,
people had the vehicles, and they were still making payments on them, so they had to get it fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And then the problem was this: dealership and everybody else wanted to replace the head. That's $3,500.
$3,500.
I was about $1,500, parts and labor and planes light, to come out and do it. So they go 35, 15, 35, no guarantee, 15 guaranteed. Call them up. So I had a buddy for the day, a miniature airplane flight, a hotel stay, and an adventure for the weekend, and got paid handsomely to do a job for however long it took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, like Ford wanted to put new heads.
Yes, I actually approached Ford with my process because my inserts are specialized, made for me, and they said, no, we feel our technicians are more qualified to replace the head for us than try to fix it, because it is a dangerous operation. It's a 55-step operation, believe it or not, to put an insert in. And I've written it out, and it's in writing, but it is scary as heck. But of course, after 2,000 times, I figured it out.
Do you have any apprentices, man? Who's going to get these fixed when you're not around?
Actually, my friend Tim Lyons, a good friend of mine,
Okay.
he was with me yesterday.
Okay.
And I said, dude, I'm going to have to tell you what, when I die, you have my kit. I have an airplane kit that I travel, it weighs 49.5 pounds, and I travel all over the world with it.
So he's as good as you?
Yeah, now he is.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, now he is. Yes.
You got to live a lot longer, though, man.
Oh, I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm 62 right now. Oh, I'll do all right.
You got some bench presses in there? You got some guns, man?
I got my lights. It's all stock. This is stock from wrenching on cars, to tell the truth.
Okay.
But I'm 62 right now, and no wife, no kids. I got toys.
You got paid?
I got paid. I got toys. I really have a good time with my life. I'm blessed to have the life I've had.
Hey, right on, man. Yeah, that's why I want to. I wanted to go to you. I've been sitting on this for 2 years. Like when I first got this van, I'm like, man, like
it's supposed to change correctly.
Yeah, but I've been, like I said, I've been sitting on it because I'm like, man, It's running good.
I'm glad you found me because I not only do I give you back your vehicle in good running order, I give you back the confidence in your vehicle.
Yeah.
That's my procedures. So that's what I've been trying to do across the country, and that's what I've done in the last 22 years.
So so if I go on a road trip and spits a plug, you're gonna help me out?
Yeah, bring it home, I'll fix it for free.
There you go. That's what I like to hear, man.
What's hard about that, right?
Yeah. No, so so am I right on the reputations of these motors that they could go a long time?
I had one customer with 1.2 million miles on his V10.
Gee,
okay. 1.2 million, right?
Yeah.
He shipped to me with 800,000 on it 10 years ago, and he blew his spark plug out in L.A. He got a hold of me. He goes, "I'll be right down." He's a cowboy. He runs the country at cowboy events. That's why I call him my cowboy. But he's got 1.2 million miles on a 6-seater V10. He said 3 transmissions, 8 front hubs, stock motor. I went, okay. And he said like 5 inserts, and I put in one of them, of course. But he 1.2 million miles, and he actually went to Ford, and they said, "Thank you for telling us that, but have a nice day."
They didn't give him a free one?
No, exactly. You're looking for, "Hey guys, what's the advertisement?" And they go, "No, we're good, thank you."
Come on, Ford.
Exactly.
Nissan, I think Nissan gave some dude a free truck because.
Volkswagen did too for the.
Yeah. I would think.
A million miles on a Beetle.
Well, I was gunning for $1 million. I don't. Ford doesn't make a van I like it, but they still make the front. They just still make the front with the 7.3.
Oh, for the
Econoline, yeah,
but for the motorhomes, maybe.
Yeah. I mean,
it's supposed to be a monster motor.
Yeah, I was gunning for $1 million, but I guess Ford won't give me a free one if I put $1 million on. But you know what? I'm hoping for 300,000. If I could get $1 million.
You'll get 300,000 out of this easy.
Yeah.
Drive it like a white man and change your oil in time.
Oh, you know the gas mileage on this.
Change your oil in time. It's the whole thing. The engine cannot handle anything more than 3,500 miles on an oil change.
Okay, so you recommend 3,500?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start doing that.
I'll tell you why. I did my own testing, and I checked my own oil, and it was nice and clean. You know, 1,000 miles, 2,000, 3,000, a little dirty, 3,500. It changed color on me.
Okay.
I went, you know what? Basically, is this: your oil has 1,000 little tiny marshmallows in it, and as the marshmallows are being compressed and saving your motor, there's a point in time when you no longer have any more marshmallows or sweets. Therefore, you're now running on borrowed time.
Okay.
That's how I look at it. And
all right.
I've had people go, "That's a good analogy."
Yeah, I've been just going the recommended 5 to 7 on synthetic. I'm gonna listen to that, man.
I got 120,000 on that one.
Okay.
That's got 100,000. My van out back has got a 220,000.
I'm gonna start changing it at 35, just like you said, man.
If you start at 35, you'll get it done by 4.
Yeah.
Or 45 at least.
Okay.
But if you start looking at 5, and you won't get it done until 7. It's too late.
That's why I say 35. So you want 3, but you're saying 35 because you got that.
You're gonna have a lag time before you before you go get it done. You're gonna have a lag time. Trust me, because no one's that precise. You know.
So should you stick to normal dyno or synthetic?
You know,
at 3,000.
The Ford oil is really good. Motorcraft oil.
Okay.
It's a semi-synthetic, and I haven't had any problems. I've taken my own motors apart after 100,000 miles and gone, right inside. Yeah, cool.
All right.
So now, and I worked at Ford for 35 years at Elkhorn Ford as a mechanic, and I tore apart engines every day. So I got to see, and I could look at the customer's records and go, he's been good. Open the valve cover up. Yep, it shows.
Okay.
So I have to tell you, it's a 1-to-1 ratio as far as changing your oil time and maintaining your vehicle for a good longevity. The oil changes is all you got to do on the Fords. Oil changes and spark plugs every 100,000 miles, and rock and roll.
You're gonna be around for my next one, right?
I'll be around as long as I'm around. I'm gonna die in this house eventually someday.
I can't be for a while, man, because
I'm looking at another 12, 15 years, maybe. Yeah.
That's good, man. Because you know these I don't know if you saw some of my channel, but I'm starting this whole enthusiast van meet things.
Okay.
We got our cool vans, and we're meeting camping.
I'm also involved with the Lazy Day Motorhome website and their magazine. I've been in their magazine.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, and we actually have David goes to the jamboree for Lazy Days in Lake Chimaka. And he does rubber changes in the field at their campsite while they're camping. So Lazy Days Motorhomes love us.
Okay.
We take care of them all. They've all had great reports. If you go to my website, www.blownoutSparkplug.com, read customer testimonials. There's probably
that's why I went to you, by the way. All the testimonials. Yeah. I read all of them. I think, man.
How many there are? But there's
like I said, man. Like
how many think are there?
I don't know, but I spent hours on your site before I even met you, man. I was researching this a lot.
Oh yeah.
Because as you could see, I really love this thing.
Oh, I could tell.
Yeah, yeah, and I want it to last a long time. And then as I've gotten deeper into that lift kit was expensive, man.
How much was it?
$4,400, man. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
It was a lot of money.
Money's bucket in the money. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I want to do it right.
Not that bad.
I want to do everything right, like I said. So I'm like,
I have given you back everything I could do right for you.
yeah, no,
You got your,
it runs. We drove it. It ran good, man.
ran good, like a rate date.
Yeah, I gotta save that gas, man. But I want to step on it every light now.
Check engine lights off, and the vacuum lines are all fixed. And I also make sure I clear all the monitors, so you're ready to go smog it right now.
Yeah, yeah. That's another thing. He had hooked up my check engine light.
Mm-hmm.
It was a cracked vac line, I believe.
Vacuum lines,
yeah. And then he fixed this right here, my window. I had it taped. He had a hard time getting down. I had to...
Thank you very much, God, by the way. I was broke the damn window getting it out.
Yeah. Did you try to press it down to...
No.
You should have did that. I think it would have ripped it right now. If you press the button.
It was that hard.
Oh, really? That's some good 3M tape, man.
It was incredible. We almost broke the window getting it down.
Yeah, 3M tape, sponsor me. I just...
They did good.
That was a good 3M tape. No, because I was trying to tape it a few times and it kept falling.
I understand.
Yeah. I'm like, what am I going to do?
All new motor, new regulator in it.
Yeah. And then he did the AC bypass, too.
Yeah, I did the AC bypass vacuum lines. I deleted his factory vacuum canister and hooked it up direct. And we still use a check valve, so it is holding vacuum as we speak for over 25 seconds. And so the AC system blows up the vents. It doesn't default to the it's getting defroster, which is how it's designed. That's how he gave it to me. He didn't tell me that. I fixed it for him without even asking him.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I actually got all the parts. Now I could return them.
Yeah.
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 No, it's great. Yeah.
Shouldn't have any
It
problems.
was getting cold in there. Felt like Alaska in there.
Yeah. You got AC, you got heater now.
Yeah.
You got vents that go in the coordinating spots, so you're all set. You're all set to go. In that respect.
Yeah, man, I could talk to you all day. So
I could too. Thank you very much for finding me and trusting me to repair your vehicle.
So one more question, since you know, I have a few Chevy fans who watch my channel, but most of us have these Ford vans.
Right.
So when it comes to like the 4.6, 5.4, the V10 6.8, are they all like the same durability?
They're exactly the same. Yes.
Yeah.
The two valve motors are all the same.
Okay.
They call them modular motors. Same pistons in each car. 4.6 a little bit lower deck height.
This is the 5.4 with 2 more cylinders.
Yeah,
so the 4.6, is that just a different motor?
No, same motor.
Oh, bored out. The 5.4 is bored out, right?
Bore and a little bit
That's
stroke.
right. That's right. Okay. Okay.
The stroke is a little bit different. You'll find that the heads are just down. They're just closer to the block.
Okay. So
that's the difference between a 4.6 and a 5.4.
so they all have the same
Two valves,
potential.
all exact same valve train in them, exact same timing chains almost, and so.
And the vans never got the 3 valve.
No.
And that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah,
So one more question. I mean, God, this is already 13 minutes, and it flew by.
It did.
It flew by.
Didn't talk this long yet.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
yet.
So here's the thing. I know the Ford vans only got the 2 valves. The 3 valves had more power, but these had the spitting plug issue. Did the 3 valves have the broken plug issue?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
All
So
valves have the broken. If you go to my other website called brokensparkplug.com, that's a website that I designed to show what happens when you have the spark plug separate on the way out.
so you're the expert on that too?
I'm an expert on that. Yeah.
So he deals with the spit and broken plugs.
Broken plug, exactly.
So both they had the opposite problems.
Rob's correct. The spark plug threads don't usually back out on the 3 valves, but they do during removal to put new plugs in it. That's when it fails.
There you
And
go.
I got kits made up to get in there and push the portion out of the way and grab the sleeve, and jack it out of the cylinder and make it go. I had one customer that helped me out by putting anti-seize. He put penetrating oil in there, and unfortunately, that made the sleeve go down into the cylinder. That took 4 or 5 hours to get out.
Okay.
But any case, yes, brokensparkplug.com. It can be done. There's tricks to make it work better. We like to take the engines apart smoking hot. We'll pull all the coil bolts off first, get it ready to pull off, warm it up operating temperature, and then we'll rip it apart. And it seems like the faster you rip it apart, the better off you are on not separating the plugs, because the bottom sleeve doesn't have a chance to adhere itself.
Yeah, I have a buddy. I'll give him a shout out right now. My friend my friend Steve, he has the 3-valve in his F-150, and he told me he didn't want to tackle that.
Yeah.
Hearing
Yeah.
about the broken
plug, yeah.
the broken plugs, yeah.
I do plug-ins on those too.
Yeah, and he told me
I have customers, a lot of my customers, and especially former customers, they say, hey, I got another vehicle, I just want to do a proper change your way. Can you help me out? And I said, yeah, bring it over and I'll do this proper change for you. Do it my way, which has no repeat repairs, no comebacks.
the dreaded thing, especially with the vans, is the when I was looking up research, going on the forums, people are afraid of the labor cost.
Of what?
The plug change.
On the vans?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? You take the bad with the good, right?
Yeah.
Some cars are easy, you know.
No, and
some vans are hard. But if you leave the price the same for almost all of it, then no one gets all puffy and puffy about it.
yeah. So
So I charge for a spark plug change on this vehicle here, all new spark plugs, all new boots, labor and parts, $400
there you go.
for a van.
You said it, yeah.
And
It's about 1,000 when you get
When you
the
go to
quotes.
dealership, it's
Exactly.
$1,000. I know it is. I know
Yeah,
it is.
that's why I think my friend Steve, when I did a video about him, get a plug change, he was like, oof. Yeah, but I'm like, I found a guy, you know. I'll check in when I get it.
No, I charge a good price for a good job, and like I said, the best thing I can do is not only give you back your vehicle and working, but give you back the confidence in your vehicle.
Yeah, and that's
bigger than anything else, I think.
And another shout out to my friend Roy. He recently had an issue with his van, took it to a shop, they didn't take care of him, and he went to the other guy. There's another good one.
Riverside or something like that?
I think he said Temecula, and he drove from like Huntington Beach all the way to there.
That guy is a good guy too.
Yeah, and I think that guy has a YouTube channel. That's what I'm trying to get you on, man.
Okay,
You got to get into that market, man. Get paid. I'll help you out, man.
You're gonna help me. All right.
Yeah. So here he is, the expert. I mean, you guys might have your expert, but you know, this is my expert right here.
I haven't been beat yet, and I come across every scenario there is. Even yesterday's job, somebody had moved the coil bolt and dropped the barrel into the cylinder. It's brass. I can't get it out. So I tried for a while. I said, have it to my house. I'll get it out here.
Yeah.
And we're going to use mechanical fingers, vacuum cleaners. We're going to use something to get it out. But what a nightmare it caused me. But anyway, hey, ain't nothing I can't. If I can't fix it, it can't be fixed.
Yeah.
If I cannot fix it,
I mean, you're the man who flies.
Then it cannot be fixed.
Yeah, I mean, you're the man who flies to Alaska. So.
Hawaii, you know.
Hawaii, yeah.
New York.
That's a cool gig, man.
It's been a cool gig. I love it. I fly all night, Friday nights. I land in Atlanta, Georgia, or whatever, and you know, come pick me up and do the job, and then hotel room, and then back to San Diego, back to work.
There you go, man. So on the weekend, you make that extra money, man.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm saving the customers too. Like I said,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They go, well, it's $2,000 savings. This is.
Yeah, nah.
Let's trust the guy.
I was like, I'll give you my money, man. Get this right. Get paid. I'm all about that, man.
Yes.
I'm all about getting paid. I'm gonna get paid with my videos. You get paid making doing your plugs, and you got to get paid two ways. You got to do the plugs and a YouTube channel, man.
I'm gonna get Eric Mahlmeister is my YouTube channel. I think is the name of it. I'll talk to you about it
yeah.
And
I'll put a link. I'll pin his link to his
Facebook page. Has all my pictures of my toys and my buggies and bikes, and
I'll link all your stuff in the comments. I'll pin it, man.
oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can visit me on Facebook and or Instagram and YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And you're gonna help me hook that up.
I'm gonna hook you up, man. So if you got one of these vans, I know a lot of you have it. A lot of us have these vans. Like I said, I felt like it was time because I bought this with 104,000 miles. It's got 28,000 now. I took it a lot of places. I'm like, okay, this thing has taken care of me, so let me get this thing right. You know, it hasn't left me stranded.
Yeah, the check engine light come on, and
yeah,
you had vacuum lights broken.
Yeah, it was time.
And so we fixed all that for you too, of course.
Yes.
And third monitors, you're ready to smog it, so you should be very happy.
Oh yeah, and then I got a trip coming at the end of next week and end of March, so. It's going to go a lot of places. All right, so check this guy out. I'm going to pin everything in the comment section. So if you need a spark plug change and you don't feel like you got the skill to do it, or if you got a van that spit out a plug, or a truck, F-150, Excursion,
Mustangs, yeah.
Mustangs, RVs.
I've done every Ford hole there is.
There you go.
I've done every hole there is.
He's done every Ford hole there is, man.
Yes, I have. I swear to God, I have.
All right, guys.
Motorhomes, Class A's, Class C's, whatever.
A little car chat for the Sunday, man. That was 20 minutes right there. It flew by like nothing.
I can't believe I had that many boisterous words in my mouth.
Hey, I'm pretty sure we could go an hour and it'll be every bit as entertaining.
Yeah. Right on.
All right, guys. You have a good one. Happy Sunday. Everyone have a great week.